Hey folks, it's Tina here at DeBoer's Auto. I'm just here to touch base with you all, and we're going to talk about today how to set maintenance goals for your vehicle with the aim of saving you money. Here at DeBoer's Auto, we get to see all kinds of vehicles, and sometimes we see some pretty crazy things. So some of these items can be prevented with regular maintenance and save you lots of money. So some of our recent things that I remember that we've been working on is we've had a couple of BMW engines that had poor performance and needed to be looked at. And when we looked at it, we did find that there was a lot of engine sludge from the positive crank ventilation system, or the PCV system. And what ends up happening with that sludge is it causes the engine to lose power, have poor performance, and in those cases, you usually have to replace the whole PCV system because the hoses and all the airways are clogged up. And a little bit of preventative maintenance could prevent things like that from happening. And the maintenances in question would probably be your throttle body cleanings, your fuel injector cleanings, and other regular checks on the maintenance system. Another recent, in the last few months, repair we have done was for one of our Jeep Compasses that we've seen. And in that case, it looked like the engine head gasket had warped. So maintenances that can prevent a $2,000 to $3,000 repair on that would be regular cooling system repairs, which generally retail at around $150 to $170. And that's a maintenance item that we would highly recommend considering every 30,000 miles or every couple of years. So please keep that in mind. We've also seen on BMWs turbo failures. So what a lot of people don't know is if they have a turbo engine, they do need to have their oil changes done exactly on time. Turbos will run a little bit hotter, and even if you use synthetic oil, those turbo engines will need to have their synthetic oil changes usually every 5,000 miles. So please keep that in mind, as recently we've seen a BMW turbo fail on a newer BMW, and that would be because the oil, as it burned, because the engine burned hotter, wasn't getting to the components of the turbo system, causing the gaskets to dry up and cause a big leak, which would result in the turbo being replaced, and that can be up to $2,000. So had the owner been a little more on time with the oil change, it could have saved him about $1,500 to $2,000 in repairs on the turbo. And another regular service that people often overlook, but is very important, is your battery terminal service. So your batteries can sometimes put out some corrosion on the terminals, and that corrosion usually looks like a hairy blue or white ball on your positive or negative terminals. And when that appears, it's very important to get that cleaned off as soon as possible. There are kits that help clean those terminals to help prevent that hairiness from occurring. What that is that's battery corrosion. That's battery acid mixed with air, and that causes those terminals to rust. And when your battery service is performed regularly, it can save you about a few $100s, about anywhere between $80 to $150 in the cost of replacing your battery terminals. So these are all very simple services that you can keep up on, and very importantly, to summarize, make sure that you get your air systems checked on a regular basis, your fuel systems checked on a regular basis. Make sure you're doing your oil changes at the proper intervals for your particular vehicle, and make sure that you get your coolant done on a regular basis to keep your engine from overheating. And finally, please make sure you get your battery services done so you're not left out in the cold. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.